All right, fellas and ladies, today we've got a farming guide for you folks. The Vault of Glass has been thoroughly explored in D2, at least the normal version that has been released, and now people are farming for their god rolls, whether that is a god roll Fatebringer, a corrective measure for Grandmaster Nightfalls, or maybe just getting a different piece of armor. Luckily, we've got the Cache of Kabir, which will allow us to purchase armor sets, weapons, or vault caches, which will give us gear that we maybe have not earned inside of the raid. However, we need to figure out how to get you these Spoils of Conquest. They no longer drop from the Deepstone Crypt, so we got to teach you the fastest way to farm them. Luckily, you can get to 960 Spoils of Conquest on your account if you know what to do, and also how to make your farming incredibly efficient. So what we're going to teach you today is the fastest, best farming method for getting Spoils of Conquest currently in Destiny 2. Now, some of you might be already thinking, Mano, I already know what the fastest farm is. You go to the Templar, you make sure you break his shield, you share the checkpoint, you kill him a bunch of times, yada, 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 and you're done. While the basic gist of it is correct, there is a strategy that LFG groups are just starting to use. We're going to share that with you today because it is not widely known. It's just starting to be used by groups who are looking to speed up their farms. With this method, I was able to get to about 250 of the Spoils of Conquest in about an hour or so. Of course, we were looking for different people and we had the checkpoint flipping, but we were able to farm Spoils of Conquest incredibly fast. For the basic setup of this class, you're going to want to have at least 2 Titans that have the Crest of Alpha Lupi chest armor, as well as potentially the Cuirass of the Falling Star. You'll notice that I'm actually starting out on bubble, and that's because we're going to put our bubbles down first. You'll notice that the Crest of Alpha Lupi gives us the ability to generate an extra orb of power from our super. The reason we're going to do this is we're going to be on our bubble to start when we grab our flags and things like that, and then we're going to switch later on to our Striker Titan for the Thunder Crash. The reason we're going to do this is we are going to overcharge the relic. That means we're going to be able to skip 1.5 minutes of the actual encounter. So let's show you what this looks like in practice. I'm on my Bubble Titan. I've grabbed the flag. I'm going to pop my super here and then change to my Thunder Crash and my Cuirass of the Falling Star. Even though my bubble disappears, my orbs do not, and my teammates can go ahead and pick up those orbs, and most importantly, the Relic Runner can grab all those orbs. We're going to go ahead and put a well right here, which will also generate, guess what, more orbs, and you'll notice we start the encounter and we instantly do DPS. There's no waiting for oracles. There's no waiting to see if you need to move to a different location or set other things up. It's literally start the encounter after you place the bubbles and you're good to go. You'll notice we get this run done in about 30 seconds. This cuts down on about 1.5 minutes of the damage time, getting people set up, and we just did this over and over and over. At this point, we grabbed our spoils, our glimmer. We had the person who had the checkpoint go to their other character. We went as an entire group over onto his character, flipped it. It only took about 45 seconds for us to do runs in between. It was very quick and very efficient. This is the fastest way to farm spoils in Destiny 2 right now. Now, if you have a team that is very confident at this phase, it is very easy to do. The top left strategy, while fine, does create issues where you need to generate orbs and things like that. It is also very important that you have a good relic runner that can make sure that they get to the different locations so he doesn't teleport. We did have 1 or 2 scuffed runs, but to be honest with you, you can actually save many of the runs if you've got a team that knows what to do. Let's show you what that looks like from the relic runner's side. I'm going to be on my Celestial Nighthawk Hunter. Now, you certainly can't be on your Star Eater scales because you are going to be able to pick up a lot of orbs and overcharge your super. But for me, I wanted to make sure that I was consistent in this video and show you what most people will be able to do. As soon as the bubbles are down and people have changed to whatever class they're going to use for actual DPS, I'm going to go pick up the orbs from the bubble. I'm going to pick up the orbs from the well, and you'll notice that I have my relic super instantaneously. Again, there's no waiting for any of the oracles to spawn and having to shoot them. You just do this, block the teleport, rinse, and repeat. Now, I will say that with this strategy and with the location that we chose, you are going to need to be a little bit careful as the relic runner, as if you were flying, sometimes you'll be tracked into where the Templar goes, and he can stomp you because a lot of times the Thunder Crashes go right away, and you just need to be careful as you're doing that. But you'll notice it's a very, very simple and easy run. It takes very little time to set up. Here's an example of that stomp you're going to have to worry about. You'll notice here that I break his shields and I start to move, but then his area of effect stomp actually moved me out of the way. Luckily there, I didn't die, but it is possible to die as the Relic Runner when you're doing that. An easy solution to that is actually jumping out on the left or the right-hand side and then breaking his shield from there. That's definitely an option you can do. But the most important thing is that you are able to block the teleport every time. The other cool thing about this strategy is that if something goes wrong, it's not a big deal because you'll notice that we are right back by the well. We go into the well where we can cleanse ourselves. We move over to the next locations and get ready to do DPS. So if you're marked for negation, it's not even a big deal. You can stop, do damage wherever you need to go. In fact, one of the scuffed runs that we did, we actually got the tempered teleport achievement done because we just let him teleport once we started moving around. But because our DPS wasn't a big deal, we were able to kill him really quickly and move on. Even if you have a scuffed run, it only takes seconds because you're skipping the Oracle phase every single time, overcharging the super. It's very simple and easy to do. If you want to use a different team configuration for this, you certainly could. You'd want to make sure that you have hunters that can generate orbs with their supers. So at that point, Star Eater scales would be actually really nice, especially because they're not placing their bubble downs, so they could overcharge it. The most important thing is that you overcharge your supers. Now, if you're running the Relic, you can also slam people out of their detained bubbles really quickly so you can do DPS. Again, very, very clean if you know what you're doing and how to block the teleport, and you have a team that can do lots of DPS. After about an hour and a half with a couple of breaks and things like that, I had collected over 300 total on my account. You can have up to 240 on your account inventory, but each of your characters can also hold 240 in your Postmaster. So that's what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to fill up the Postmaster with 240 Spoils of Conquest. Your account will have 240, so 240 times 4 equals 960 Spoils of Conquest for you to keep on your character so you can farm for your god rolls. So there's nothing crazy about this. It just takes a couple of minutes to explain and then seconds to set up, and then you're good to go. I hope that you liked something in this video, and if you did, leave a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite role is for the Vault of Glass. Is there a role that you were chasing? And of course, make sure you comment and like if you did like something in this video, and subscribe if you want to see more Destiny 2 guides. If you've never beaten the Vault of Glass before, or heck, any raid, or if you just need help inside of Destiny 2, whether that's PvP, doing exotic missions like Presage or Harbinger, or if you just want to get in some raids, Grandmaster Nightfall helps, and things like that, come over to twitch.tv/manodestra. I do a bunch of Destiny helps over there, as well as having a great time with the community. So come join us over there, get your helps and things like that. If you are also interested, come join our community Discord. We have a bunch of people who are looking for players to play Destiny. So we'd love to invite you and have you come along with us. Good hunting, Guardians. I will see you next time in the universe of Destiny.